Greetings, my name is Kevin Matthews and I want to welcome you back to Rapid Shots here at the Tax Academy, where class is still in session because the learning never stops. Today we're going to talk about a tax tip for your 2019 season that may be something that you may not have taken into consideration. So take the scenario, kind of like what we did in a previous tax tips video, where we talked about the conversion of the non-traditional to the traditional to the IRA contributions. But, you know, as we were making some of these videos, it kind of dawned on me, there's probably a lot of people out there who may not even be making contributions to IRAs to begin with. And so what I wanted to do is kind of throw out there that, hey, you know, if you're kind of looking at your tax return, let's back up. Let's take this as a scenario. You're gone, you've sat down, you start getting your W-2s, you get all your 1099s together, you sit down, you build your tax return. And you look at it and you're like, wow, we owe money this year. And you weren't expecting it. If you're willing to make a contribution to a traditional IRA, you might be able to save some of that money, and possibly, you know, depending on how much you owe, you might actually be able to flip it from an owing to a refund. Now, some of you might say, well, wait a minute, how much would I have to make in order to be able to do this? Well, that's going to depend upon how much money you make. And so what will end up happening is, and the reason why it's going to depend on how much money you make is because that's going to determine your tax rates, which of course is going to determine your tax savings in order to be able to do this. If you want to know more about that, my recommendation would be reach out to your CPA, EA, or tax attorney, and then they'll be able to help walk through that process. Of course, if you're building the tax return on your own, you probably don't have one, but you know, if you're one of those people who constantly owes money, maybe it's time to invest in one and see if there's some ways to be able to save some money. The thing is that if you're going to make a contribution to a traditional IRA, you have to make it by April 15th of this year, which means you would have to make it before the filing deadline for the individual tax returns in order for the contribution to count for last year. And the way you do it is that you got to go to your person and you got to say, hey, look, I need to make a contribution to my traditional IRA, and I need it to count for next year or last year. And then the financial planner, trust me, you're not going to be the only person trying to do this. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to do this, and this is actually a great way to take care of that. So that's all I got. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comment box below. If you want to reach out for a more one-on-one conversation, you can go to my website at www.betasolutionscpa.com. Again, that's www.betasolutionscpa.com. If you like these videos, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you like the entire series, go ahead and hit subscribe to the channel, and then you'll find out when more of these are coming out, and hopefully you can even save some more money. Thank you very much for watching.